How's it going, everybody? HoodlaMutt back with some Steins Gate. It's been a little bit. Took a couple weeks off there, but we're just gonna jump right back in as though we never stepped away. So here we go. I step out onto the street. Oh! Okay. Immediately, a bicycle skids to a stop in front of me.
Hiya, Okabe Rentaro.
Suzuha gets off her bicycle and gives me a strange greeting. I want to ask her, are you an American or something? But I'm distracted by her shiny bicycle. It's the same bicycle that was in front of the Brawn Tube workshop yesterday. I guess it belongs to her. I wonder how much that set her back. I mean, it does look pretty expensive. Pretty nice technique there.
Bicycles are fun, aren't they? I'd never ridden one before coming here.
You'd never ridden a bicycle?
Nope. I'd ridden motorcycles before, though.
Isn't that backwards? Weird girl. Dang. That's pretty cool. I'm telling you, she's from the future, for sure. And what's with that flashy braking back there? I think it'd be pretty dangerous if she did that all through the town. Beginners get cocky and get into accidents. You see that pattern all the time. If you're going to go full speed, at least wear a helmet. Going to work now?
Yep.
The Brawn Tube Workshop's shutters are open, but the shop itself never opens until around 11 or 12. I don't know exactly when. It seems to change with Mr. Braun's mood. Oh man, that's a mood. That's perfect. There's something we need to talk about.
Eh? But I need to get the shop ready for business.
Just what does this crumbly old Brawn Tube Workshop need to get ready?
Nothing really. Jeez. I just mindlessly sweep in front of the shop. If I clean inside, the boss gets angry. Everything's where it needs to be, he says.
So he's paying her to not clean? Something's wrong with that guy. So, hear me out. Then.
But I'm so tired.
In other words, she doesn't feel like talking. I glare at her. You would be unwise to anger me.
Does it have to be right now?
My glare is not very effective. She doesn't falter at all. But I still maintain my stern expression and nod.
Then go ahead.
Suzuha shrugs her shoulders as she locks her bicycle. Then she turns to me.
But keep it short, okay?
Where is the IBN 5100?
No intel yet.
Alright, hold on, I gotta click this. Beep, 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 beep. Don't tell me you plan to face them head on, but that will turn Akaba into a sea of blood. Nya. Nan. Restrain yourself, Kyoma. Never. Alright. What?
I don't know.
Oh. By the way you talked yesterday, it sure sounded like you knew.
No, I know someone who knows.
Then take me to them. I won't take no for an answer. Refuse, and I'll show you a living hell.
I can't.
Come on! I even said I'd show you a living hell! Oh, it got serious. Okay, wait.
I can't introduce you even if I wanted to.
What do you mean? Don't tell me they're an imaginary...
They've been dead for years.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's okay. Anyway, there's nothing I can tell you. Honestly, I'm hoping you can tell me something.
Suzuha pats me on the shoulders. Funny. You'd think I'm the one who's supposed to cheer her up. Just then, Mr. Braun opens the door and makes his appearance. Hey, part-timer. It's only your third day and you're late?
Sorry, boss. The streets were a little crowded this morning.
If you're not gonna take this seriously, I can always give you the boot here. As for you, Okabe, don't you lay a finger on my part-timer. Aren't you the lecherous one here, Mr. Braun? Why, you... Just try say something like that. Just try saying something like that in front of Nei. I'll murder ya. Gotta keep my honor as a father. Besides, I ain't got no use for a skinny kid like her. What?
What was that? Take that back, boss.
Suzuha's actually mad now. What? You mad?
I'm not a kid. I'm a warrior.
Huh? What are you talking about? Suzuha's burning passion has the manager shocked. I, on the other hand, am impressed. On impulse, I take Suzuha's hand and grasp it firmly. I like the look in your eyes, you part-time warrior. They shine with the radiance of the beast unseen in modern men. Never forget those eyes of yours, and you shall surely change class from part-time warrior to true warrior.
But I'm already a warrior.
Stay diligent in your training, and you shall have a place at my side on the field of Ragnarok.
Ragnarok?
Suzuha looks confused.
What's that?
The final battle against CERN.
You've got something like that planned? Count me in if you do, but I've never heard of it.
Of course you haven't. This is the first time I've revealed it. For I shall be the one to initiate Ragnarok, and the world shall be reborn.
Wow, you sure are brave, Okabe Rintaro. You probably failed, but I like your spirit. I wish my comrades were as spirited as you are.
Comrades? Who are her comrades? Tell me. Apparently, Suzuha has comrades. I'd like her to introduce me. That way, I can form my personal army, the Phoenix Crusaders. Wait a sec. Why does she assume I'll fail at Ragnarok? Looks like I need to instill the fear of Haowen Kyoma into this girl. Why does my store attract nothing but weirdos? Dang. Whatever, part-timer, just come inside.
Coming! Later, Okabe Rintaro.
Suzuha waves and winks at me as she heads inside the store. Ah!
Wait up, Okarin!
Ah! I love that music every time. It's just, so nice. Then Mayuri comes down the stairs, passing Suzuha. So you're going to help me search after all? That's the lab mem spirit.
Oh, no, that's not it. I was thinking about buying lunch.
She's really a glutton. It's not even lunchtime yet. So, where do you plan to go?
What to eat?
Mayuri places her finger on her bottom lip in thought as she walks.
Sanbo's beef bowl sounds good.
This tiny high school girl truly has guts to enter Sanbo alone. That place isn't like the chain restaurants with their colorful menus and brightly lit interiors. First-timers are often cowed by the old-school atmosphere. Oh, dude, it's like Kaguya-sama. Plus, the clientele is almost exclusively male. But Mayuri doesn't care. She just sits there, shoulder to shoulder with students and salarymen, smiling as she eats her beef bowl. My heart. I love her. Meanwhile, the Sanbists, okay, regular Sanbo customers, are posting comments online like, "The goddess has arrived," or "Goddess for the win." Oh no. So it's that kind of clientele. Okay. Alright. But Sanbo isn't open this early. I try to warn her, but Mayuri is no longer there. She's gone. Mayuri disappears like this every so often. And each time she does, I wonder for one terrible second if she really has vanished from the world. I look around and see Mayuri standing at the distance. She's gazing up at the sky through the buildings. Here we go again. She stopped in the middle of the street, so other pedestrians look at her, wondering what she's doing. But she doesn't notice the stairs. She slowly reaches out to the sky as if entranced. And then she freezes in that position. This is one of Mayuri's habits. I call it Stardust Handshake. I gotta start just naming mundane things that I do in normal time. That would be so fun. Truly, Okabe lives a much more interesting and fun life than I myself. Mayuri says that she's liked looking at the night sky ever since she was little. Her reason is romantic, or perhaps childish.
I feel like I can reach the stars.
Aw. When I asked her about it one day, she just smiled and gave that answer. At first, she only reached out to the night sky, but lately, she's been doing it without regard to the time of day. Like now, even when she's walking and talking with someone, something inside of her just seems to switch on. Honestly, it's a little crazy. It's too early for stars, Mayuri. I walk up to Mayuri and call out to her. She slowly lowers her hand with a blank smile on her face.
Did you know? Even during the day, the stars are still up there.
Getting philosophical is nice and all, but it's dangerous to stop in the middle of the street.
That's true. Oh, just now, when I was looking at the stars, I decided to have ramen for lunch today.
How are ramen and stars even related? Mayuri's mind works in mysterious ways. Wait, are we just by ourselves now? Wait, no. Man. I know I said I'd search for the IBN 5100, but I have no idea where to start. I spent about an hour in an internet cafe searching for information, but turned up nothing. I buy some mango juice with tapioca from a juice stand inside Yodobashi. I lose myself in thought as I drink it. That actually sounds kind of good. It's Saturday, so it's starting to get crowded in front of the station. Some maids are distributing leaflets to the people coming out. I know Daru's well acquainted with retro PCs, but is there anyone else? Oh, Shining Finger! Oh yeah, Shining Finger was obsessed with the IBM 5100, wasn't she? I'm really reluctant to contract that male demon, though. But ultimately, my feelings are trivial. Ragnarok hangs in the balance. But I decide not to bother. I finish my drink and wander toward Chuadori. We're gonna run into her. We're gonna team up. Oh, hold on. Then comes an email, almost as if on cue. Oh, yep, there she is. Will you get back to me already? Moeka. It's like she can read my mind. I instinctively scan the area, searching for that gloomy woman in the crowd. No sign of her tailing me. Oh well, I guess I'll send her a reply. I don't know Shining Finger's phone number, so I'll just send her an email for the time being. In the email, I ask her to call and include my phone number. Now I just have to wait for her response. And there it is. You finally contacted me. I don't like talking on the phone, so let's exchange emails instead, please. Moeka. Wait, she wants it by email? There's a lot to cover. I'd rather not have to type it all out. I need to find out her phone number. Give me your phone number, along with any information you have on the IBM 5100. And send. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I look up after finishing my email and see a huge crowd of people in front of Radicon. I guess the satellite is still a big deal. The media presence hasn't died down since the day of the crash either. Radicon is still closed. And of course, the satellite is still there. Not 30 seconds pass before I get a reply. Oh! Right as I'm about to look down and read the email, I catch sight of a familiar face in the crowd. Hello? Well, if it isn't my assistant, what are you doing here?
Hey, when did I become your assistant?
She looks like she'll snap at me, so I dampen her spirit. Or so to dampen her spirit, I go back to checking my email. Give her the good old cold shoulder. What is wrong with this woman? I don't have anything, how about you? I told her to tell me her phone number and she just ignored me. That's literally what he just did. And she doesn't even have any information. How useless can you be?
Why are you glaring at me?
Don't worry about it. You're not the cause of my frustration.
Oh, so you're just raging? Don't glare at me.
You've glared at me before, haven't you?
That's because you keep doing pervy... no. I'm not saying anything.
Another one? Tell me the super hacker's address. I want to snap my phone in half and throw it on the ground. What do you mean, tell me the super hacker's address? You making fun of me with that? That little with the little... You're not getting anything from me. That's funny. Anyway, why does she need to send me 2 short consecutive emails? I mean, she might as well just combine them into one.
Are the emails you're getting really that unpleasant?
They're more unreasonable than unpleasant. I can't quite describe it in one word. Stop sending me all of these short emails. I'm begging you. Just gather your thoughts and send everything together. I feel a little satisfied after sending that email. I turn to Kiritsu again. So, Christina, what brings you here?
If you're going to call me names, could you at least be consistent? Anyway, my business here doesn't concern you.
Why are you pouting?
I'm not pouting. I just don't want to get involved in your silly games again.
Nonsense. You're already a lab mem. You have a duty to work for the benefit of the lab. Well, she is only a temporary member. No, it's because she's a temporary member that we need to get as much out of her as we can.
I regret losing myself to curiosity back then.
Kiritsu sighs and looks up at the satellite. We're not alone. Several other people are standing here and looking up. It's Akiba's latest tourist attraction. Did you come to see the satellite?
I guess. It doesn't make sense. Normally they calculate satellites' orbits so that they burn up in the atmosphere when they fall. So how can that thing be in such perfect condition?
And that's to say nothing about the huge hole it punched in the building. Are satellites that durable? Where's this satellite from anyway?
They still don't know. Rumors say it's from the former Soviet Union, but Russia denies it. So it looks like they can't remove it yet.
3 days have passed and it's still unknown. How interesting. I smell a conspiracy. You always smell a conspiracy. So it's another organization cover-up. They knew I'd be at Radicon and tried to erase me.
Organization? What's that?
The organization is the organization. Its formal name is something else, but all those who know of its existence call it the organization out of fear. Wait, but aren't you supposed to be, like, not afraid of them because you're opposed? Anyway. They rule the world from the shadows, transcending nations with politics, economics, religion, even science in their clutches.
That's obviously a crackpot conspiracy theory. Thank you very much.
Kiritsu hangs her head and blushes for some reason. Did she just Daru? Did she just pull a Daru? What? What's wrong?
Nothing. Really, nothing, okay? Say another word and I'll hit you.
Crazy girl.
Anyway, what's happened with the phone wave?
I thought you didn't want to get involved. And it's not the phone wave. It's the phone wave name subject to change.
Just answer me. Have you learned anything?
No progress. We've tried repeating the experiment, but at present, we just haven't been able to reproduce the discharge phenomenon or send another email to the past.
I see.
Another email. Was I being annoying? I'm sorry, but I really need information on the IBM 5100, and you're the only lead I have right now. I'm relying on you, Okabe-kun. I swear I won't send any more short emails, so please don't abandon me. I need you to help me look for an IBM 5100. I promise to let you know as soon as I learn anything. So let's work together, okay? Moeka. Looks like she's rethinking things. Hopefully I don't have to worry about any more email assaults.
Hello? Can you put your phone away when you're talking with someone?
Don't be like that. Rather, you should praise me, for I have taught a foul male demon to behave like a civilized human being.
Why are you so pompous?
I'd ask the same thing, Christina. Okay, let's send a reply. Apology accepted. I'm looking for an IBM 5100 too. I agree that we should exchange information. I'll let you know when I have something. You don't need to reply to this mail. I type that out and send it.
Are you done with your little mail exchange, Hawawin-san?
Oh, so you remember my true name. Indeed, I am Hawawin Kiyoma.
I was being facetious.
How was that facetious? You called me by my correct name. You made no mistake. You'll make a good assistant.
Okabe-san, have you sought professional help?
I am not Okabe!
This is exhausting.
So, about the phone wave named subject to change. After the experiment, you screamed something like, "A time machine? It can't be!" Did something awaken in a past trauma, or...?
No. And don't go making one up either.
Back when she was 5 years old, Christina was on the plains of Arkansas when lightning...
I wasn't hit by lightning. And I was still living in Japan when I was 5. And why Arkansas?
I was trying to imagine tranquil scenery, and the first state to come to mind was Arkansas. Second was Oregon.
Not Utah? I mean, relatively speaking, isn't Utah more suitable?
Then answer me, Christina! Why did you freak out back then?
No reason. I simply didn't want to believe. Fringe science should stay in the realm of fiction.
Fringe science? Don't be ridiculous. You saw it with your own eyes. You saw the email leap to the past. You saw the banana travel instantly through space.
I saw, but we must be missing something. Or maybe we're just seeing what we want to see. Remember what I said at ATF? Time machines are just a pipe dream given modern technology. And yet a bunch of amateurs like you just stick a phone and a microwave together and expect time travel to occur. Ridiculous.
But it did occur! Will you deny what you saw with your own eyes? Yeah, for real. And you saying that theories trump reality? Or are you saying that theories trump reality? Then I hope you enjoy... excuse me? Sophistry? I've never even heard of that word. And word games, because that's all you'll ever have.
What do you mean, word games?
Quantum theory, for example. If you ask me, theories like that are nothing but word games.
Wait, are you rejecting modern physics? Who do you think you are?
Shall I do it again? Trust what you see. The only things that matter are things that happen. Things that don't happen, things that aren't observed, are just hypotheses. Hypotheses? Yeah, something like that.
When hypotheses pile up and theories are verified, they become reality. That's how modern physics comes to understand the truth of the universe.
But sometimes your hypotheses are mistaken. Even Einstein was wrong about some things.
So you're going to do nothing? Just because you could be wrong? Then enjoy your dirty little lab and your silly gadgets, because that's all you'll ever have. You'll never reach the truth that way. Failure teaches success.
I see. Nice rebuttal.
You're never getting off your high horse, are you?
By the way, Christina, I have always felt that physicists are hypocrites.
What?
There are phenomena that everyone knows occur in reality, but which physicists refuse to research. What do you think about that?
I don't know what to say unless you can give me some examples.
Ghosts, for instance.
The occult? Really?
You refuse to research it just because it's the occult? That contradicts what you just said. You'll never reach the truth that way. Get wrecked, Kiritsu. People have seen ghosts. There's even photographic evidence. So where are the theories? Why do physicists refuse to speak?
It's a different field of study.
You can't call physics the study of natural phenomena, then decide some things don't count.
True, but...
And that's why we must investigate the phenomenon of sending emails to the past. You shall assist me!
No.
Kirisu gives me a clear-cut answer, along with her usual glare. Yeah, you just judged me for glaring, what the heck? So the genius girl really does hate me.
I won't have a hand in your fringe science. I won't make the same mistake my father did.
Your father?
You make a fine argument, but it won't work in the scientific community. The day you decide to research time travel is the day you're out of a job.
How can you be so certain?
Because that's what happened to my father.
Oh, shoot. Kiritsu grimaces. Oh, that's... Okay, getting deep now. Well, this sounds like new music, too.
My father, a physicist, loved time machines. He was so fascinated by Wells' The Time Machine that he seriously studied time travel. But because of his obsession, he was practically exiled from the scientific community. I will never get involved with time travel research.
This time, her sheer force of will gives me pause. I think she's really ticked. I may have stepped on a landmine here. What do I do? If I get her any angrier, she might seriously hit me. Let's calm her down a little. Yeah, let's do that. But what should I say?
I'm sorry. I got emotional.
She apologizes first. Christina's calm character saves me. Don't worry about it. I wanted to test your character, so I made you angry on purpose.
Huh? Anyway, the phone wave isn't a time machine. Email is a man-made system, so this phenomenon should be explainable in the scope of that system.
I understand. I had no idea you hate time machines that much. It's almost like an allergy. I apologize for forcing you to become a lab mem. You don't have to come again.
I wasn't planning on it.
But know this, Christina.
Don't call me Christina.
Lab mem number 004 will be a retired number. That number is forever yours. Aw, that's kind of sweet. I finished my speech and turned my back to Kiritsu. I won't look back. I walk away slowly with my eyes closed. He's gonna run into Shiny Finger or something, isn't he? It's kind of hard to walk like this. Hope I don't bump into anyone. Wait, am I even walking straight?
You look ridiculous.
My shoulder is suddenly pulled from behind. I brace myself so I don't fall backwards. What are you doing? You've ruined my perfectly staged exit scene. And you call yourself my assistant?
No, I don't call myself your assistant. And besides, I still have something to ask you.
Dang it. Her stubbornness has already returned.
I asked you about this before, but you said I got stabbed, right? I demand an explanation.
Ah, yes. The other real-life phenomenon that has yet to be explained. That was just something I hallucinated. Let's just leave it at that for now.
Why would you dream about me?
I don't know. And it wasn't a dream. It was a hallucination.
You said something about Dr. Nakabachi, didn't you?
Dr. Nakabachi held a time machine presentation at Radicon that day.
That presentation was cancelled because of the satellite crash.
So it seems. But in my hallucination, the presentation proceeded as planned. Mayuri and I went to see it, and you came over to flirt with me. Yes.
I don't flirt. Especially not with idiots like you.
You tsundere. We know better. We know better. Like I said, it wasn't real, okay? No. Maybe this world is what isn't real. That would explain the riddle of the phone wave name subject to change. If this world is some kind of simulation, then we can disregard the laws of physics.
Escapism? That's unexpectedly chicken of you.
It's a hypothesis. Your favorite thing.
So who stabbed me? Don't tell me it was you.
I recall the sight of Kiritsu collapsed in a puddle of blood. It sends shivers down my spine. Was that really just a hallucination? It was too real. I can clearly remember the smell of blood. You were already dead when I got there. I didn't see who did it.
I don't get it. Why do I have to die in your mind? You have something against me?
Of course not. At that point in time, we had only spoken once. We were just strangers. Well, that one time we talked was during the events I imagined. So, strictly speaking, at that point in time, all I knew about her was that I'd was what I read in a magazine. Anyway, we didn't know each other. That's why I ran away instead of calling for an ambulance.
My hero.
What? You want me to go back in time and give you CPR or something? I need to use the phone wave name subject to change for that.
I've heard enough. No more hallucinating about me, okay? Dying isn't fun, even if it's in someone else's head.
I can't make any guarantees. That would require perfect 24-hour surveillance inside my brain.
You have a comeback for everything, don't you?
Yes, that's why I love him. Kiritsu shakes her head in exasperation, then turns and walks off towards the station. Looks like she wants to end the conversation. In revenge for last time, I grab Kiritsu's slender shoulder from behind.
Gah! What now?
I'm not done talking.
You trying to pick a fight?
It's revenge for ruining my farewell scene, Christina. You shall regret your thoughtless actions.
Okay, fine. What is it?
About the IBN 5100.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you don't know, then forget about it. Farewell! We will not meet again. I turn my back to Kiritsu. This time, I'll make a perfect...
Hey, don't tell me to forget about it!
She grabs my arm. Dang it! This is the second time!
What is the IBN 5... whatever?
Then, I think it means the IBN 5100. It's a retro PC from 1975. I'm looking for one.
Yeah? What are you going to do with it?
Looks like she's interested. She was the same way when she came to the lab. I guess this girl is just brimming with curiosity. Interested? Kiritsu quickly averts her gaze. But she doesn't let go of my arm. You're interested, aren't you?
Just a little.
Then I shall answer. The IBN 5100 is the key to unlocking CERN's most closely guarded secrets.
CERN? You mean the CERN?
Indeed. Through the tireless efforts of my faithful lab mems, We have uncovered evidence that CERN is researching time travel. Come, be astonished!
Great. I shouldn't have asked.
Kurisu gives me a cold glare, then lets go and starts walking away. This time, she's gone for good. I thought he was going to grab her again. Darn you! Just you watch. I will expose CERN's secrets if it's the last thing I do. The next day, I decide to hit Akaba's computer parts store. I did as much as I could yesterday, after parting with Kiritsu, but no luck. Finding an IBM 5100 is obviously going to be a huge pain in the butt. I'm standing in the narrow tunnel that runs beside the Radicon building. Small shops selling everything from motherboards to resistors to vacuum tubes line both sides of the tunnel. Here lie the vestiges of the old electric town, Akaba's conscience, so to speak. Casual otaku usually avoid stores like these. It's like a holy land that only true fanatics can enter. Not that I'm an expert on computer parts. Yeah, I'm with you there, brother. I got more in common with Okabe and Okabe. Never mind. Furthermore, these shops only sell parts, so it's actually kind of silly to be searching for a whole PC here. Still, something about the sight of all of these electronics gets my blood pumping. I have to hide my excitement to maintain my dignity. If a storekeeper yells, "Hey kid, you're 10 years too young for this stuff," then I'll have no choice but to run. Fortunately, no one has yelled at me yet. In fact, the storekeepers seem to be ignoring me. They must be more open-minded than I thought. Or maybe they just don't care. I search each store in turn, but turn up neither hide nor hair of an IBM 5100. Oh! The ringing of my phone draws a sharp look from the nearest storekeeper. That's new. Ooh, that's a vibe. I force a smile and rush outside. Identity of complete isolation I got as an achievement. Wow, neato. Phew, that was close. I probably shouldn't go back there today. I take a deep breath to calm myself down. That's when something strange catches my eye. Wait, he's not gonna... It said it was Mayeti. You're not gonna answer it? There's a woman squatting on the ground nearby, her knees against her chest. In her hand is a gaudy purple phone. She's staring at the screen without moving a muscle. She's even more conspicuous since nobody else is around. And on further inspection, I realize it's someone I know. Oh, hey! Shining Finger! I call out to her, but she gives me no reaction. Shining Finger is just a name I made up, so I guess it's only natural. Her name was Moeko? No. Finger! I stand up in front of her and call her name. Well, the name I gave her, but she doesn't even look at me. Her fingers are typing rapidly on her phone, so she's definitely conscious. But she still looks dead. There's no life in her eyes. I'm actually worried. Despite the heat, she's not sweating at all. Can't you hear me?
Who?
Haowen Kiyoma, the mad scientist. She glances at me for maybe half a second, then goes right back to staring at her phone. I like how they play with the images of each character, like to show her on the ground they have her like down like further than where she would normally be standing. I think that's fun. I like that.
Who?
What? Can't you even remember people's faces? Of course, I'm the one who forgot her name. I agreed to help you find an IBN 5100, remember? And this is the thanks I get? She twitches upon hearing the word IBN 5100, but she still doesn't look up.
Okabe-kun.
It's Haowen.
Hmm.
Ignoring me, are you? Why won't you accept me as Haowen Kyoma? Sent. Email. Wait. Email? Well, I did just receive an email. Wait a minute. Yo. This is too real. Hi, Okabe-kun. Fancy meeting you here. I love this. I nearly flip out. Is this really something you should say by email when the person is standing right in front of you? It won't take 5 seconds to say it verbally. She's friendly enough in her emails, but in person, she's a lump of unsociability. Unsociability. How can she write, "Funny meeting you here," without smiling at all? It makes me think the mails are coming from a different person. I suppose it is quite a coincidence. Were you looking through the parts store too? She doesn't even respond when I ask her a direct question. She's gonna send another email. Another email. I looked, but I couldn't find anything, Moeka. Why won't you speak?
Too hard.
Isn't it harder to type everything out? My yelling does not have the desired effect. Instead of getting her to act together, instead of getting her act together, she buries her face into her knees. Aw. And why is she wearing such a short skirt? If she sits with her knees up like this, I can see everything. Not that there's a problem with that. What? Excuse me? Excuse me? Wait a second. That's Daru's place, alright? No, we've accepted him as the guy that's like that, alright? Not you. No. You're just the Chinibyo, okay? You stay as the Chinibyo. Don't get weird on me now, Okabe. Alright? I don't wanna... Let's not go down that route. This is your first warning. I sigh, then turn and walk away. I buy 2 Max coffees from a nearby vending machine. The mails keep coming. I'm sorry, I apologize, so please come back. I'm more tired than angry. Besides, my search has hit a dead end, so I need whatever information she has on the IBN 5100. I can't just go home. Come to think of it, her name was Moeka, right? I remembered when I saw her email. I returned to Moeka with the 2 Max coffees in hand. Oh, look at that, he got her a coffee. That's nice.
Ah, Okabe-kun.
She's finally on her feet. She glances at me, then breathes a sigh of relief. Want one? She timidly accepts the Max coffee I hand to her, but she doesn't move to open it. I wait for the coffee to cool down, open the tab, and take a sip. Sometimes this sweetness is just what I need. What does he get? Like, how does he get money? Does he work somewhere? Why don't you talk?
Emailing is easier.
Like heck it is. Maybe she's just afraid of people. When I finally consider that, I'm taken aback by my own thoughtlessness. Of course. So that's what it is. Basically, she's afraid. Afraid of this insane mad scientist Haowen Kyoma. Well, I can hardly blame her. In fact, I sympathize. Few indeed can withstand my aura of supreme madness.
I'm weird, aren't I?
No, you're normal. Yeah. yeah, of course. Of course Okabe would be the one to say that. You're normal. I mean, I do the same thing. Well, I mean, I guess technically she's not being a Chinibyo, but still.
Really?
For no matter how disciplined your mind is, you cannot resist. You have nothing to be ashamed of. In this world, there exists something called absolute eternal truth. It's a wall, immovable no matter how much you struggle. That's why people give up, abandon their dreams, choose a different path. But never forget this one thing. You hold within your heart your own Steins Gate.
Steins Gate.
All people, without exception, possess their own Steins Gate. As long as you have yours, you may follow any path without losing your way, just as I follow mine. Moeka nods. Looks like I got her to understand. So, on to business. Do you have any information on the IBM 5100? Moeka answers by shaking her head slightly. How long have you been searching?
About 2 months.
Where have you looked? And of course, Moeka starts to move her fingers at high speed. 4 people in 2 months, it says. Okay. Stores, online auction houses, the usual. I also tried asking on @channel, and I even walked around Akahibara. Wait a minute, so she uses @channel too? Interesting. Wait, what if she's one of the people that's been talking to John Titter? I wonder. Okay. Okay. Or so I say, but I've only talked to about 4 people, including you. Okay. Even though hordes of otaku come to Akaba each day. Have you tried talking to PC store employees? They know more than anyone else. Moeka shakes her head again. She's clearly not cut out for this job. Sincere as she may be, she's just wasting time. That editorial company she works for must be incompetent if they chose her as their investigator. Though I suppose it's also her fault for accepting the job despite her handicap. So what's your actual goal? To obtain an IBM 5100 or to investigate the urban legend?
Both.
I see. In that case, her search is limited to IBM 5100s in Akahibara. But I don't care about the urban legend. I just want to obtain an IBM 5100. My true goal is what comes afterwards. So I don't need to limit myself to IBM 5100s in Akahibara. I could just look online. I might be able to get one through auction. That would take time and money, though. If I don't find one in another few days, let's consider that option. Where do you plan to search next? I didn't quite hear you. Moeka types out a mail at high speed. I honestly don't know where to turn. I've tried everything, Moeka. She's useless. Don't worry, I have a network of informants at my disposal. Finding a retro PC should be no trouble at all. Moeka looks at me for the first time today. I see respect in her eyes. Have you forgotten who I am? Haoin Kyoma! I will stop at nothing to destroy the system and usher in a new era of chaos.
That's Okabe-kun's Steins Gate.
Not Okabe! Haoin! That's great. After parting with Shining Finger, I go to a nearby PC store to talk to an employee I happen to know. But naturally, he doesn't know where to find an IBM 5100 either. Apparently, it was easier to find retro PCs 10 years ago, back when there were more underground niche stores. Now those stores are all but vanished, driven out by stricter regulations and the I know that word, I can't say it. Why is it not computing? Inexorable speed of moe culture. So I can't really say it's Moeka's fault that she's not useful. After all, I'm stumped too. And this is only my second day searching. Hunting for an IBM 5100 on an internet auction site is starting to look more appealing than confining my search to Akaba. But again, that would take time and money. That reminds me. Mayuri called before I met with Shining Finger. Yeah, you didn't answer, you jerk! How could you? It's rare for the absent-minded Mayuri to be the one to contact me. I'm usually the one to contact her. I wonder what she wanted. Should I try calling her back? But where could she be now? She's not at work, is she? If she is, then I probably won't be able to get a hold of her. Let's contact her. Not by phone, but by email. Part-time warrior. If you need me, call again or send an email. I send an email and get a reply in a matter of minutes. Daru-kun says to call him. That's it? Call Daru? What does this mean? I guess there's no choice. I'll call Daru. What's up? It's me. Report the situation. Okarin? You're the only one who talks like that. Did you hear from Mayushi? No, she didn't tell me anything. Well, I'm at May Queen right now. Mayushi did some investigating. Sounds like Ferris-tan knows about the IBM 5100. Ooh! Alright. A source. What? Ferris? Don't tell me that Cat Girl and the IBM 5100 are connected somehow. I can't even imagine how they could be. I understand your confusion, but apparently there are a lot of retro PCs at her home. Okay. That's some unexpected good news. Yeah. The tables have turned, and now I'm close to my goal. This too is the choice of Steins Gate. I don't get you. So, is Ferris there? Of course. Today's the Ferris Cup. Oh yeah, that's right. Isn't that where they're playing that game or whatever? Ferris Cup. What's that? I think I remember hearing about it, but I never really paid it any attention. When I showed Ferris-tan an image of the IBM 5100, she said she donated a similar PC to a shrine 10 years ago. No way! Is it gonna be Luca's? Is it gonna be at his place? Don't know if it's the one we want, though. She donated it to a shrine? That's an unexpected combination. PCs and shrines, consumer electronics, and ancient Shinto rituals. They're not even tangentially related. Tangenia, whatever. Which shrine? Didn't ask. My bad. Whatever. It's a lead. The only shrines in Akaba are Kanda Myojin and Yanabayashi Shrine. I don't know if Ferris was living in Akaba at the time, but at least it's a start. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go talk to Luca. Well, I'm hanging up. The Ferris Cup is about to begin. I see. Daru, I'm sure you can do it. Be sure to win. Leave it to me. What the heck is a Ferris Cup anyway? No, more importantly, the shrine.